I came across the most wild subreddit I've ever seen, and in this video we're gonna explore it. So originally the topic for this video was, is it okay to have waifus? And coming across research, I discovered Akihoko Kondo, which is a man who married Hatsune Miku. And if you guys don't know who Hatsune Miku is, it's basically an AI that people use to create music with. Through doing more research into this man who married this artificial character, I came across a subreddit called r/waifuism, and it's a subreddit that is about people who are in love with fictional characters. So there's a couple rules in this r/waifuism subreddit. The first one is that you can only have one waifu/husbando. It states that if something changes in your relationship and you break up and find somebody else, that's fine, but you can never have more than one waifu at a time. And this kind of raises the question to me, what about for the other side? Like, what about for the waifus? Like, how do you deal with the fact that multiple people can date the same waifu, but you can't date more than one waifu? There's nearly 60,000 members in r/waifuism, and I imagine there isn't just one person dating 02, for example. Now, the second one is no dating or being romantically involved with a real person while also claiming a waifu. This is considered betrayal towards your waifu, the same as if you were married to a person then dated someone on the side. So those are just a few of the rules to kind of give you an idea of how serious this waifuism thing is. So we need to define a waifu/husbando. Now, for us normies, typically what a waifu or husbando is, it usually just refers to an anime character that you admire, you know, whether they are attractive to you physically or their personality or whatever. It's just like a way of expressing your favorite anime character. Like, oh, that's my waifu, you know, that's my husbando, like she's best girl, he's best guy. Like, it doesn't really go beyond that, meaning that, yeah, they can be like our favorite character from an anime, but it's not something that we continually think about. And this subreddit is very interesting, so I want to go through a few of these posts just to give you guys an idea of what this subreddit is really about. Okay, so here's one where it's a man feeding his virtual waifu girlfriend in real life. I guess it's like a Photoshop, or I don't know, it doesn't look Photoshop. It might be an actual cardboard image there, but supposedly he's feeding her some In-N-Out fries and a burger and a whole drink. And there's another one where he's showing her or a postcard, and she's not even looking at the postcard, so that's interesting. But this is titled Greatness. It's got 340 upvotes, so one of the most popular posts. This man right here is the man we all strive to be, a true Chad. The future is here. No offense, but your girl seems a bit two-dimensional. Oh my god, that's so cool. I wish I had a cardboard of my SO, but I'm afraid of the reaction of my parents. This is very interesting to me, because obviously you have this man with his waifu. She has like a burger, fries, and a drink, but I wonder how is that gonna get eaten because the waifu can't eat. Okay, so here's another one. Dinner with my waifu, and it's 02, and they've got like some wine, and again, it's very bizarre and crazy to me that they are like basically creating these experiences out of thin air. How does this work? Who drinks the wine? Does the wine get drinking? Does the food get eaten? I don't understand. Again, you'll see a lot of the positive comments in the community. Date night for our anniversary. We're watching Twilight New Moon, and we've got another body pillow, but this one seems a little bit more erotic. We've got some Ritz bits. We've got some sort of wine, and this is wild, man. God, I want a body pillow of Yuri so bad, but my mother doesn't support waifuism or me being a part of it, and I don't have the money. And no, I'm not a sad middle-aged man who still lives with his parents. I'm 16. You'll get there. Alright, I think we've seen enough of this for me to give my final thoughts. it seems that a lot of these are actually underage kids or teenagers. This is at, teenagers with them going through puberty. Their hormones are very out of whack. I'm very concerned that these teenagers are getting introduced to fictional love, to these kinds of characters, because I don't think that because of the puberty and being exposed to these kinds of things is good for them. I don't see any good coming out of this kind of exposure to people that haven't even gotten their first job yet, and they're saying that they're dating or in love with their waifu or husbando, and I don't think that does anything good for their mental health. Also, in the same way that I think dating in general while you're a teenager, just think that there's some dangers there as well. I've heard them argue on certain posts where they talk about how people bully them for this kind of stuff, and I don't think that anybody should be bullied or be negatively treated because they have these beliefs, but at the same time, I do think that we don't need to sit here and pretend like this isn't some mental health problem. I've seen some posts where people talk about on the subreddit that their waifu got them through tough times mentally, and I'm certainly not denying that or invalidating that experience. It shows a testament to how poor the mental health of these people are. You should not need that sort of dependence on a 3D person, let alone a 2D waifu or husbando. It's like with porn. This is actually proven in a book that I read about how porn affects the brain, is that your brain doesn't know the difference between real intimacy and intimacy that's viewed on a screen. And I think it's the same with these people. They perceive it as real. Their brain, their mind is perceiving this love as real. It's almost like when you tell a lie to yourself over and over again. You know it's a lie, but eventually you start to believe it. It starts to become your reality. And I believe that's the same thing that has happened to these people, whether it's some sort of trauma that happened in the past or just being exposed to this kind of stuff at a really young age. As we've seen, there's a lot of teenagers on here, and I think that it's a very dangerous thing, because once you drift away from reality, you just become more and more, you become out of touch with reality as well. These people have maybe gone through some sort of rejection, trauma, just exposed to it at a young age, that they have cut themselves off from reality. And I think that if you were to actually improve these people's mental health, improve their physical health, improve their finances, their status, whatever, and they were to actually attract a partner that was in real life, that they were actually attracted to, that they would find that they would be a lot more stable in their mental health. It's very concerning for me because I see myself in some of these people as well. Me at a point when I was a teenager, being into stuff like hentai and ecchi, harem, just all kinds of sexual stuff. That could have been me. Just thinking that could have been me. Imagine if I was exposed to this, when I was watching that kind of stuff, maybe I would have not faced reality either. And that is the whole problem with these kinds of communities. And this isn't meant to hurt any of the people that are a part of this community, but it's just my say on it. To those who try, believe in me who believes in you. Nori, signing out.